Hello, and this time we're looking at how to solve quadratics using a graphical method, but the questions that the one that we're trying to solve isn't necessarily the one that we've been asked to draw. So for example, if they said 3x squared plus 4x minus 2, to draw it, obviously you draw a neater axes than this, then you might draw it and it might look like this. I might have got it the wrong side of the y-axis, doesn't matter. And then if it asked you for 3x squared plus 4x minus 2 equals 0, it would simply be that point there and that point there. The two x values where it goes through the x-axis would be the solutions. And that's what we've got, equals 0, but they've changed it. So this first one is gone from 4x to 2x, and they've changed the constant as well, and then to 3x, and then to 7x. So what's going on? Well, we can't cope with these terrible drawings of mine, so let's head over to everyone's favourite online graphical calculator, Desmos. So here we are on Desmos. Now obviously you can't use that in an exam, but you've got the table function on your calculator, which if it's a Casio, then it's either menu 9 or mode 3. And it says f of x equals, and you can type it in and say the x coordinates, and it'll tell you what, and it'll work all the y values out, and you can plot the coordinates on the graph. But I'm going to just type them in so that we can see what it's looking like on Desmos. Plus 4x and minus 2. So I got it the wrong way around when I sketched it. The minimum was on the left, but never mind. This is what a graph looks like. And if we wanted to know the solutions to 3x squared plus 4x minus 2 equals 0, then it's this point here, so it's minus 1.721, and it's this point here, 0.387. Now obviously in an exam, you're not going to get that accurate. You might get it to 1 decimal place or something like that. That's absolutely fine. Obviously Desmos can, because it's sort of calculating things in the background, can be a lot more accurate. So the real question is, how do we solve these ones which aren't what we wanted? That's the name of the game today. And the way we do it is we start off with the thing that we have. So y equals 3x squared plus 4x minus 2. And then we write down the thing that we want, which is 0 equals 3x squared plus 2x minus 4. Okay, and then we want to know the difference between them. If we know what's difference between them, then basically what we can do is whatever's left, we're going to plot that and then get like simultaneous equations, essentially. If you've done simultaneous equations before, you know we have sort of 3x plus 4y equals 7 and 2x plus 4y equals 11. The way we solve that is to subtract the equations. Okay, so it's kind of like doing the same thing. We're subtracting them to see what's left and then the intersection. It's not exactly the same, but it is similar. Oh yeah, that doesn't erase things when I'm on Desmos. Get rid of all that. Okay, so let's just get on with it. Y take away nothing is y. 3x squared take 3x squared disappears, goes away. 4x take 2x is 2x. Minus 2 take away minus 4 is actually plus 2, because the minus minus is plus. So what we're left with is y equals 2x plus 2. And what we're going to do is go on to Desmos. Now obviously you couldn't do this on the exam, but what you would do is you would plot this. So you'd start at plus 2, so you'd start here. Oh, that's moving it, not drawing on it. It would start at plus 2, and then you'd go across 1 up 2, across 1 up 2, and you'd draw the line in from its gradient. Or you'd get your calculator to give you the values for a certain range, and then you plot them. So here you can see I've got the blue line is the difference, and my original red line, and now the solutions to the question that we were asked is going to be the intersection. So it's minus 1.535 and it's 0.869. Now of course in an exam you can't just mouse over, so at that point you would just draw a straight line down with a ruler all the way down like that in order to read off that value as accurately as you can from the graph. Okay, let's just do the other two quickly to give you more examples so you can see what we're doing. Check that there's nothing weird going on. So I shouldn't have deleted the whole of that, so we still need the original, y equals 3x squared plus 4x minus 2. That's my red parabola. And then the second one I want is 0 equals 3x squared plus 3x minus 2 equals 0. Oh, not equals 0. Already done the equals 0. And it's frozen on me. Okay, and it's back. Sorry if I just went silent for a bit there, my computer froze. Right, so now we do the exact same thing. Y take 0 is y. 3x squared take 3x squared disappears. 4x take 3x is x. Minus 2 take minus 2 disappears. So actually this one's somewhat easier. We just need to change this to y equals x. And again, we just read off the value. So we sort of draw a straight line up to the x-axis to read off that value, minus 1.457, and straight line down there where they intersect for 0.457. Again, you won't get the accuracy of that, but that doesn't matter. If they're asking you to do it graphically, then just sort of an estimation. If it's between two marks on, two grid lines, then just an estimation of what that decimal is will be fine. And finally, the same thing, but for the last one, 0 equals 3x squared plus 7x plus 1. Y take 0 is y. 3x squared is nothing. 4 minus 7 is minus 3x. Minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. So change the mouse, and obviously again you would either plot this by starting at minus 3, and every time you go 1 to the right you go 3 down and 3 down and 3 down and draw the line, or you get your calculator to work out the coordinates in the table function. So, but on Desmos, I'm going to type it in, minus 3x minus 3. There it is. And again, I read the intersection points, which for this one is minus 2.18. And for this one, it's very close to the axis, it's minus 0.153. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Quick recap. Usually they draw the original one for you, but if you're unlucky and they make you draw it first, well, there you are. Then when you notice that you've got to look carefully, because you might think, oh, equals 0 and just read it off. Okay, read it carefully. Just check that it's the same one that they've asked you to draw and the same one that they're asking you to solve. So when you realize they're different, you write the 2 out, lining up the y and the 0, lining up all the terms, subtract the thing that you want from the thing that you have. It has to be that way around, otherwise, well, it doesn't have to actually, it's just you'll end up with a minus y, and that will confuse things. So start with the y take the 0, subtract everything, plot what is left as a graph, and then it's the x coordinates of the intersection. So where it intersects, draw a line, straight line down, and read off those x values are the solutions. Okay, I hope that explains that for you. If you have any further questions, then pop them down in the comments. But for now, cheerio.